had a few people texting me and telling me reports of some trees over the roadways. You can see behind me, this cell is the one that just moved over Bowling Green just about 15, 20 minutes ago. It's the one that I drove through, and it is already above my boots. And this just goes to show how quickly the water can get really high. This is what's happening out on your roadways.
Yes,
thank you for that. This will make you feel like you're outside, right?
Exactly.
I mean, it feels like a steamer outside. It's been absolutely
so bad.
187 south of Sunfish. You need to be in your safe shelter, as this area is where we're watching for a possible tornado. It's going to be moving over to the east for Highway 259. 1.9 inches. That puts it at golf ball size hail. So you do not need to be outside. I'm tugging on it as strong as I can. That kind of just shows the powerful force of this tornado as it moves through with winds up to 160.
A big crowd behind us. We are braving the rain, folks. It doesn't matter, rain or shine. We are going over the edge for these kids. In fact, Doppler Max really not showing much in the way of shower activity. One little leftover shower over near Decatur, but otherwise, we are calming down for the night. You're going to want to take your allergy medicine. We're talking extreme on that weed pollen, around 11.5. What do the folks need if we do see this cold air? What do you put on when it gets cold? Jacket. There you go. But hey, that rain's going to help the grass for you, isn't it? Yeah. We'll get a little bit more greener grass, but heavy downpours possible. What does this mean for you exactly? Well, basically, the biggest thing you're going to notice is more vibrant sunrises and sunsets, a lot of red tones to it.
First Alert Weather, sponsored by MedCenter Health.
We're continuing our severe weather coverage as we do have a couple severe thunderstorm warnings out for across the region. Now, we're watching this line of storms. This is the main line of storms that's heading into our backyards at this point. You can see the strongest of the line now into Tennessee, but this is all tracking to the northeast. This is what we're watching for to move into our backyards as we head into those late night hours and possibly into that 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning hours. So closer here to home, though, you can see we did have a few storms develop ahead of it. We do have a couple severe thunderstorm warnings, so let's go ahead and take a closer look at those. One of those just to our north. This is for our folks that are over towards Hodgenville, moving along 31 east. This is in effect for Greene, LaRue, as well as Nelson and Marion County. That's till 10:45 this evening. That's mainly due to 60-mile-per-hour radar indicated wind gusts. So batten down the hatches if you're in this area. You notice, though, as far as storm rotation, we've got strong winds flowing towards radar. Winds away from radar are starting to pick up. What we watch for is these bright greens and bright reds to couple together. And when they do, that's when we get those rotation areas. But what we watch for a lot of times with these straight line kind of storms is you'll get the winds that are moving so fast. These storms are moving to the northeast about 60 miles per hour. So that's a very fast moving storm system. When they move that fast, a lot of times you get sections that will slow down and you'll get a little bit of an eddy, which causes some rotation. But we're not seeing any rotation, really strong signatures, maybe just broad rotation with this storm that's moving just north of Magnolia. But we'll keep our eye on this storm system. As far as the hail signature, not seeing anything with this one, tracking yourself down towards our south and west. This is another severe thunderstorm warning. This is in effect for our folks over in Christian and in Todd counties. This is in effect until the top of the hour, 11 o'clock tonight. This line of storms, that's the main line that's about to move into your area. We just had a new warning come out, in fact, including here in Bowling Green. I'll switch over to that here just for you for a second, but taking a closer look at this one over in Christian and Todd counties. You notice very strong winds with this. This main line, we're going to have to watch for those eddies, those possible spin-up tornadoes. Again, just a severe thunderstorm warning at this point. I'm going to go ahead and slide back over now to Bowling Green and to our areas. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning that's coming down. This includes Edmondson, Logan, Simpson, and Warren counties. A storm tracking to the northeast. So for our friends and folks, all of us here in Bowling Green, this is about to clip us. This is that line of storm that just went severe, up to 60-mile-per-hour wind. Again, this is until 11:15, so 15 minutes past the hour. Tracking to the northeast, so this is going to graze the northwest corner of town. South and east, not going to see this quite so much unless this starts to expand out. Now I'm going to switch it over to velocity scan and as well as take a look at the hail signature on this storm. But again, let's take a look at that. Switching over to velocity, noticing it's mainly just winds flowing away from radar at this point. Not really seeing anything as far as flowing towards radar. We have to watch for those little eddies that I'm talking about where the winds start to speed up in one location and slow down in the others. As far as hail signature, showing a little bit of a hail signature right now. It's very light. That's just to the south of Auburn. Should be moving through the Auburn community, as well as moving just to the south and east of Greencastle at this point. But we do have that severe thunderstorm warning now in effect for multiple locations. So let's go over all those again. This does include Greene, LaRue, Marion, and Nelson counties. That one is severe until 11:45 Eastern time, so 10:45 Central time. We have our next warning. That is severe thunderstorm warning, including Logan, Simpson, and Warren counties. This line of storms is continuing to track to the northeast as well. We'll have to watch for this one. We are also watching the storms out to our west. That is moving through and has multiple warnings with it. In fact, parts of Tennessee going under a tornado warning at this point. That's what we have to watch for tonight as we continue this night. It's going to be an active night, folks. Don't put your guard down just yet. Our folks further to the west, you are starting to be in the clear. We're talking folks over towards Madisonville and to the further west that you go. But for most of our area, we're still under this possibility for some strong to severe storms for the night tonight. Now, the entire area is under a tornado watch until 2 o'clock in the morning. Again, that tornado warning is in Tennessee. Tornado watch in effect for the entire area as we go into the rest of your night. So 2 o'clock this morning is when we should start to see that threat diminish. Let's take a look at the Storm Prediction Center, what they have everyone underneath. So as far as Storm Prediction Center, they have placed the entire region in this, well, part of the region into this level 3 out of level 5 category. And we've seen that mostly throughout our evening. The strongest of storms have been up toward the north and west in this brown reddish color area. To the south and east, that's a level 2, the yellow area. That's a slight chance. That means that some storms in our southeast corridor could go severe. This is going to continue until about 3 o'clock in the morning. So you definitely want those weather radios turned up and loud for your night tonight. 10% hatched region, this black area lined in the yellow region, that's what we call a 10% hatch region. So basically what that means, if I had a dart, threw it onto the map and it landed anywhere within that region, within that point, a 25-mile radius has the possibility of seeing a tornado of strength EF2 or stronger to develop. In the yellow shaded region, just a 10% chance of seeing it within that region, 5% to the south and east, and even further to the south and east as you get closer towards Lake Cumberland, a 2% chance. Switching over to wind damage. Wind damage, folks, is going to be our main threat. About a 20 to 30% chance around most of our region, 15% to our south and east, and then as far as the hail possibility, about a 15% chance for the entire region. So we're going to continue to track these storm systems as we go throughout the rest of your night. I'm checking with the National Weather Service, something new coming down. Let's see what they are saying. Just continuing the severe thunderstorm warning. So Edmonson, Logan, Simpson, and Warren counties. This is for wind up to 60 miles per hour, hail up to 1 inch in size. So that puts us at about quarter-inch or quarter-size hail with this storm. I'm going to go back to Storm Max HD and take another look at this, and then we'll take a look at that 7-day forecast as well, so we get you update with what you can expect for the rest of your weekend. Going back to Storm Max HD right now, you can see that the storms that are moving through, we do have multiple warnings out right now. No tornado warnings at this point, just severe thunderstorm warnings. We'll take an eye on each one. We have the one over in Greene, LaRue, Marion, and Nelson counties that's about to track out of our backyards. That's until 10:45. So got about 20 more minutes left on that one. Then the one moving through town right now. This is northwestern Bowling Green. Going to be seeing some very heavy downpours. Watching for that area that tries to hook around. That's something we'll have to watch for, is sometimes you can get winds to hook around, and that's when you can get some of that rotation. So we'll have to keep our eye on that. Let me go ahead and zoom back out on this system and try to pull from the Nashville radar. So winds right now with that storm are mainly flowing away from the radar. We also still have these storms off to our west. That's all moving towards our backyard. Now I'm going to show you Future Max and what we're expecting throughout the night. Now, granted, Future Max, this model is lagging with this storm cell. In fact, you can see it's 10 o'clock. It's past the 10 o'clock hour. This thing still has the storm in western Kentucky. It's already in our backyards, folks. It's knocking on our back door. So the models are lagging. They're a little bit behind. So this is the storm system that moves through. So it's putting it western Kentucky at 10 o'clock. It's already closer towards Russellville at this time and moving into Christian and Todd County. So it's more so right about here. So it's just lagging just a tad bit. So that's going to push it into Bowling Green just past the 11:30 hour. In fact, we're already seeing some of those lines ahead of it. The main line of storm zone moving between 11 to midnight hours. Could be some very strong storms with this, folks. We need to stay aware into your night hours. It continues to push off to the east. I think we all should be in the clear just past that 2 o'clock in the morning Central Time. So you do need to stay weather aware, at least for the next couple of hours, folks, as we do have that possibility for damaging wind, as well as isolated spin-up tornadoes, and we can't rule out that hail damage as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at that 7-day forecast as well for you. We are looking for Sunday to be very nice outside. In fact, we're talking sunshine, 67 degrees. I think we stay dry most of your Monday as well, 66 degrees. The rain returns very late into the night. We're talking late Monday night into Tuesday. Tuesday more so going to see that rain move throughout the region, an 80% chance. By Wednesday, I think we dry out. Temperature's going to be a bit cooler as we end out the work week. Thursday and Friday, we'll see that rain chance, about 20% chance, including into our Saturday. So we should stay dry mostly, but continuing into Tuesday is going to be our main chance for those showers.